Guess who this is, everybody? Go ahead, Josh. They're on the sort of where the water comes into the dam on the western side, just off of the water, up that drainage line on the sand. Yeah, I also got an ingwe here at Buffelshoek Dam on the southern side. Quite a surprise. I'm so glad we decided to leave the other sleeping. Just bumped it right this very second. Go ahead, Lex. Yeah, affirmative. The southeastern side of the dam. Raisa said quarantine. Sorry, little boy. He was just behind. Did you see him as I saw him, or?
Like literally when you see him, I saw him.
Yeah, because you normally see him before me. It's funny. I was looking for elephant tracks, and the elephant came this way after they left the dam when they were with the lion, and I was hoping that maybe we'd follow up on the leopard tracks. I mean, elephant tracks. There's an elephant pathway just off to my right, and I was looking to see for signs of them so we could go and say hello. And quite miraculously, here's this little cat. Not the first time he's tailing these two big boys. We've seen him. They killed a buffalo some time ago, a couple of months ago. They killed a buffalo near Philemon's Dip and Osthoff Weaver's Nest, and while they were filming, he was prancing around on the other side of the drainage line watching them, and he even snuck down and took a bite of buffalo when the lions had left. So maybe this is a new strategy of his. Let's tail the big cats and pick up some of their pieces as they move along. So Raisa said quarantine. Any other guesses from any other viewers? We could. We're going to have to give him a little bit, well, move back a little bit because other vehicles are going to come in here soon. So I'm thinking maybe we just wait. Twitter is a tweet with quarantine, the male quarantine male. Karula's son. Those of you who are watching for the first time, if there are any of our first time viewers, this is one of the local leopards. He's a young male leopard. He's about going on 2.5 soon, because he was born around about late November, December of 2012. His mother is known as Karula. She's the queen of Djuma. She's the most wonderful leopard. I haven't seen her for a little bit, but she has been around recently. Now, he's got a brother who's called Konuma. He must have dodged the Ellies. Choosing the right road. I nearly went up the other road, up to Cheetah Cut Line, to see if we could find leopard tracks, and at the last minute decided to follow elephant tracks. But I'm just trying to show you how fantastic it is sometimes to just do something spontaneously, and rather than have a plan of, well, I'm going to do this road and that road and then I'll go there, and sometimes just a random choice of a junction can pay off, and there can be a cat. In fact, we probably drove past him earlier. Maybe they might be able to look for tracks to see whether he was walking on top of our tracks, our tire tracks. But it could well have been in the area and had moved because the elephants have moved in that direction, this direction, and then he was forced to lie elsewhere or move elsewhere. I'm going to move to the side because there's going to need, I guess, you can hear vehicles coming. I want to just make sure that we can give some space to another vehicle. And of course it means we at an angle. Sorry, VM. You want to come in here? Morning. You got space? Morning. And you got the new one.
Quite a productive morning as well.
Wow.
You actually use a lot of petrol for all the viewing you do.
Yes, but it's been worth it.
She's there, right there. Is this the same male that we saw?
He looks a bit smaller.
Copied. Give it a pause before I get there.
Lee, who's this guy?
What's that?
Who's this guy?
I don't know.
Oh, you don't?
Yet.
Because he's got an interesting marking around his neck.
Mine, yeah, they all have that necklace.
Do they?
Yeah. This is called necklace.
Oh,
This could be one of the young males.
Oh, he can get the quarantine man.
Is it? Is it the same one?
He's
the one
got,
that we saw briefly the other day.
he's got a mark above his left eye that we all... You find this particular spot on the leopard or marking that you always look for. One particular one above his left eye looks like the British pound symbol.
Oh, cool. The cats are very quiet today. And check your truck. It looks like it's got a tusker in there. Oh, jeepers.
Have those kumas eaten anything?
No.
I wonder where they were eating.
With the Pumas. Oh, with
No, these boys.
No, but you know, when we heard the roaring this morning, it was 2 nights roaring.
Yeah? the south, and we went down, we picked up the tracks too at Twin Dams, but the track that I followed up here was only one. Looked like just in the bottom there they joined up. Okay. So maybe he came, the other one came up with cheetah cut line or something. Yeah. Go ahead, George. Confirm for the Ingwe. Yeah, either side, it doesn't really matter because we're on the road side that heads south towards Quarry Pan. I'm going to move to make space for another vehicle. We'll see if we can't see him from the front down this pathway, Hippo Path. You're too close. I'll go forward if you want. Reversing would be interesting. Maybe I'll do it then. Pardon?
No. What happened? We've done this before. You've got some more wounds there.
Yeah, no, Ellie didn't like the vehicle. She got a bit angry. Not me, she was angry with the car.
Oi! You shouldn't see.
Tight squeeze. There's yours going the other side. Yours coming? Yeah, you come past us. Yeah, so, yeah, no, I know this one that goes up this way to Nyala North is sort of to the stand. There's also a hippo track on your left, you might see him down there. Come forward a bit. Go ahead. They on the other side of the dam on that arm that heads north from that western arm. Hi yours, how are you? Nice to see you too. I don't know if you can squeeze in there. Yeah, he's there just next to Lex. Quarantine mail. Go ahead, Anthony, and ask to hear from you. Yeah, I'm going to pull out of this parking. You can come in. Either you can come down Buffelshoek cut line and then turn into the dam, come across the dam wall might be best. Or even that eastern arm that comes down to the dam from Buffelshoek cut line, either one is about the same. Well, our crocodilian has exited the water. And Ngwenia's out of the water as well. I think it's still the same croc. I need to take a photograph of it and then I'll be able to do a pattern comparison. Much like we do with leopards, I can do the same thing with a crocodile with those markings. Believe it or not, the markings on a crocodile to a large extent are dictated by the temperature at which the eggs are incubated. It also determines the sex of the individuals. And so, in a nest of crocodile eggs, there's going to be varying temperature throughout the nest that makes sure that there are more or less a mixture of males and females. Well, we're seeing 3 of the top predators this morning. That's quite amazing. 3 of the top predators and the biggest mammals in Africa. In fact, the biggest mammals on the planet. On land, to emphasize. Very lucky. This is the apex predator of fresh water in Africa, the Nile crocodile. And the cat of the reptile world, doing a lot of sleeping. Energy conservation, or energy conscious creatures. For the crocodile, it's another thing entirely. For the crocodile, it is also a means to absorb energy, to gain warmth from the ambient air and the sun if it were to come out.
You can still hear that squirrel going.
Yeah, the squirrel's still shouting in the background. Maybe it's actually sounding quite frantic. Maybe the cats have gotten up and are moving. Okay, let's let sleeping crocodiles be. And let's continue our journey this morning. Maybe we can find one of the smallest carnivores. What about crocodile?